Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my video. This is me, Nurul Octavia. This time I would like to tell you about CLT or Communicative Language Teaching, especially in speaking class. Okay, before we go further to know about what CLT is, I'll let you know how many points that we want to talk here. The first is the definition, and then the second is how to apply CLT, and then the third is the strength of CLT itself, and then the fourth is the weakness, and the last is conclusion. Well, we directly go to the first point, that is the definition. So CLT is one of approaches which views that second or foreign language teaching and learning should be competence that involves the process of expressions, interpretations, and negotiations of meaning. This is the same as Savignon 1997 state. Also, CLT can refer to an approach to foreign or second language teaching methodology that emphasizes the student-centered learning, interaction, and communication for the real world. And then how to apply CLT itself. So CLT can be practiced by using 1. Information gap activities. So the teacher will divide. Actually, it can be done by individually by the student or pairs. So the teacher, if wants to the student do it in pairs, so they can divide them 2 by 2. And then the students here will seek and find missing vocabularies or grammar or even a sentence to complete a task. And I suggest you to use this activity in a warmer or control practice. If the teacher wants to know how far the students understand about the lesson, so the teacher can put this activity in control practice. But if the teacher wants to lead the students to more focus about the lessons, so the teacher can put this activity in warmer. And then the second is role play or mini dramas. So the students here are assigned roles and improvise a scene that the clues that the teachers give. So I suggest you this activity is used in a freer because the student here will improve their speaking more and more because they can use all the vocabularies and then grammar and pronunciation knowledge here. They can use the sentences that they want to talk here. And then last is the information transfer activities. So the students here are required to make information that presented in one form and present in different form, of course with the clues by the teachers given. And then, as I told you before, this activity is good. Also, it's good for control practice, and then freer and warmer. So if the teacher wants to know how far the students understand about the lesson, so that the teacher can put in control practice, and of course, if you want to know if the teacher wants to know how free they want to use their grammar knowledge, they can put in a freer, and there they can improve their speaking skill more and more. And then why should speaking be practiced in CLT? As we know that CLT stands for Communicative Language Teaching. Communicative means it's dealing with communication and interaction. So this method is focused on the classroom communication and interaction. Well, these are the strength of CLT itself. The first is this method is not really boring, because we have a lot of activities to be practiced here, and then the students also will give more opportunities to participate actively in the activities, and also the class will be more close life, and then the students will be the main characters, so they can freely and naturally interested in English language, and also they will be interested in learning English for fun. Well, the students here can be easily to use the grammar, construct, and vocabulary they want. And then here I would like to tell you the weakness. So the weakness are the students will be to focus on fluency, not accuracy. and then it will be difficult to be applied in crowded class, and then the weak students will give up because they cannot use the target language well, and then they will make mistakes continually. And the last, no emphasis in correcting pronunciation or grammar error. So it's kind of hard. As I told you before, the second weakness is difficult to be applied in crowded class, because you know that it can be hard for the teacher to correct their grammar if we apply it in crowded class, because we cannot know whether the students is true to pronounce or not, whether they're wrong or not. So I suggest you to use this activity, this method in small class, maybe maximum 10 students in a class, so the teacher will be easier to correct their grammar and their pronunciation. And then now the conclusion is, speaking achievement by the students that is taught in by using CLT or communicative language teaching is better than using conventional method like memorizing the dialogues. Also, the speaking is more enjoyable and more interesting by using CLT, like as I told you before, by doing role play or information gap. In the other hand, another research found that this method is failed to be applied because the procedures suggested by the experts are not entirely and effectively implemented, so that the students are still getting difficult, and there's still lack of grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation knowledge. They still speak slowly, and they take too long to compose utterance. So those are from me about CLT. May you be able to use this method in your class, especially in speaking class, and may it be successful for you. Well, I'm Nurul Octavia. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you, bye.